And welcome into the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us this evening. My podcast partner is in the upstate. He is the gentleman that refers to Tank Bigsby as Stank Bigsby. He is Mr. Carolina Jackpot, Kale Hall. Kale, what's up, buddy?
Rob, how you doing tonight? How's everybody out there in our chat doing this evening?
It's been a crazy weekend of football, man. Starting with Thursday night and rolling on. Some of these NFL games have been really good. All of them have. So it's been pretty good football to watch here as the NFL season wraps up. So yeah, I'm having a good old time with that. Watching the Patriots.
Shout out to the Duval County Taters today for coming up just a little bit short. And
well, I would say to all the South Carolina players that are worth a fuck, but there aren't any. So I can't think of one NFL player that's from South Carolina that's truly making an impact on these playoffs. So
Rico Dowdle, he's trash. Is that he not good?
Is he playing in the playoffs right now? No.
Not anymore. So kind of like Trevor Lawrence. They're both done.
I'll take Trevor Lawrence and ETN over any fucko that you've got. Start the show with that.
Okay.
That's what I would say too is okay. Because you don't have a leg to stand on there. You and I don't have to fight each other. We got championships.
No, I don't have to stand on one. I'm sitting in a chair.
I'd sit in a chair too if it came to talking about South Carolina football. I'd be like, I don't want to talk about them. Stick to women's hoops. Anyway, I watched the Clemson women today. They look like shit. Dear God. Georgia Tech beat that ass today. The boys over there hacking. Anyway.
Well, they're not any good anyway, are they?
And they're 12-6 on the year. They're playing a lot better, but I don't know, man. They're never going to be what Dawn Staley's got down there.
Speaking of that, Clemson's basketball team is rolling along, man. Gets another win last night on the road at Notre Dame. That's a pretty good win.
Actually, I was more impressed with the SMU win than the Notre Dame win, to be honest with you.
Well, hell, half your fan base wants they still want Brad Brownell fired. I mean, I don't understand it. All he does is win games.
I have to admit that I was wrong about Brad Brownell.
He's elite.
He promoted himself to a where he's one of the better coaches in the conference. So I get pissed with him, but he's doing very well. So
he's like, I know you don't like him, but he's kind of like he's almost like the Dave Doran to football with NC State is to the basketball of Clemson. I mean, he has a winning record every year. He's never great, but he's always just good enough to stay around, and usually he's going to get you a win. It's kind of like Dave Doran.
I don't think that's a fair reference, but I was thinking he was more along the lines of Pat Narduzzi. And with Pitt football, they're always 7-5, 8-4. Have a chance every now and then.
You in love with them or something? You always giving them props. Fuck Pat Narduzzi.
He's a better coach than Shane Beamer.
Did we pick up one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Yes, he is a better coach than Shane Beamer. There are not. Shane Beamer is like lower tier as far as the Power 4 coaches. He is not a good coach.
Has Narduzzi won 9 games in a year? I don't know if he has.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He won the damn ACC title. Does Beamer have any kind of championship?
Okay, he won the damn ACC in a down year.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
All right. Well, if he's better than Shane Beamer, then that ain't saying
better than Shane Beamer. There's like 5 or 6 coaches in the Power 4 that are worse.
That's a low bar.
It's a very low bar. At least we agree on that. Anyway, hey, Jackpot, you want to talk about the this Indiana with the way that they just went out and just bitch slapped the fuck out of Oregon?
I said it the other day. I mean, what they're doing is it's really impressive. I mean, the Alabama team they destroyed, that was it. It wasn't. They're not elite. It's not a vintage Alabama team, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I think we can all agree that they're pretty good. They didn't stand a chance. They just annihilated them. And then Oregon, I mean, I thought they were very good. That was a very good team. What they did to Texas Tech last week was really impressive to me. They just totally obliterated Oregon. I mean, they tied the game up at 7 after the pick 6, and I'm like, okay, here we go. We're gonna settle in. This thing's gonna be a slobber knocker. No, buddy. As soon as that happened, belt to ass.
Yeah.
The thing was over with.
I don't look, and
what's the wide receiver's name for Indiana?
I'm starting to learn some of these players. I know Pounds is the guy who got the INT return.
Pons is the guy that intercepted or ran the pick 6. Their one running back, Roman Himby, he pissed me off. He was supposed to get 65.5 yards the other night. Fucker got 58 for me. And then they got another running back last night. Like that wide receiver.
Surratt.
Anyway, Surratt. Yeah. Surratt is his name. That dude's a fucking beast, man. I mean, he just goes up, high points these balls, and just he just tricks them away from those defensive backs, man.
I think we're getting to a point now, okay? We've had forever, and this has kind of happened to South Carolina too, with like recruiting classes and things like that, where South Carolina will get a guy that's a 4-star player, and he's considered an upper 4-star player. He has a great senior season, and he should be moved up to being a 5-star player. But these cock fucking suckers, which is what they are, the evaluators that suck Alabama dick and LSU dick and the whole vat of them that are out there. And, I work for 247 Sports and I'm a talent evaluator. They say, well, he went to South Carolina. He's not worth a fuck. We're not going to bring him up to being a 5-star. Indiana is the silver bullet. And I thought about this today. They're taking a bunch of 3-star white dudes and cast-offs from everywhere. And they're taking them and they're beating the fuck out of Alabama. They're beating the fuck out of Oregon, who was the college football king of the West Coast. And you know what? I hate to say it, but as Jackpot sometimes says on his live streams, I'm fucking here for it. All of you fuckers that were over-signing players and keeping these young guys where they couldn't make the damn field, now sit your ass at home and watch a fucking 63-year-old dork and his 3-star white dudes beat your fucking ass. I'm here for it all day long. I'm going to get me an Indiana hat. If Jackpot can cheer for Penn State, I'm going to get me an Indiana hat. I'm dead serious. That's about where I'm at with all this. The more and more I watch, because I rewatched the game, that fucking quarterback, I looked back at some of his games when he was at Cal. He didn't play like that at Cal. Throwing balls, windows that big. Whatever the fuck they're doing up there is working, Jackpot. I don't know how anybody could pick Miami.
I couldn't either, but I mean, this don't just feel like, I don't know, don't just feel like everybody's going to pick Indiana and somehow or another something's going to happen and Miami's going to win it.
This Jay's got a good point. The average UGA player is 19. Average Indiana player is 23. Maybe Signetti's figured that out. I can get guys that are 21, 22 years old, bring them in here. They're already coached up, and they're going to do, they may not be getting the reps at Georgia, Florida, whatever. They're going to play their dicks off for me because they're going to be on the field, and they're going to play to perfection. And they're stronger. They're stronger than all these guys. You take a 19-year-old freshman at whatever school, and you make him suit up against a guy that's 23 years old, that's been on a college weight program and has all of this coaching, the 4 years of coaching into that too. Yeah, I like the chances with those guys.
Yeah, so, they just execute. They just execute everything perfectly. So
that quarterback is fucking stupid to me, Jackpot. I mean, he's throwing balls into, like, the football's this wide. He's throwing a ball into that hole off of his back foot, just fucking lacing it in there. I mean, it is crazy to me. But on the other hand, I think that I don't think any of those guys are going to go to the pros. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any of those guys are going to go. I mean, with the exception of Mendoza, but the lion's share of that team, I mean, they're playing their –
that wide receiver will play in the NFL.
You think so? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Big Barney Ross say Beck will have 4 TDs. Okay, what's he going to do after that? Set the joystick down and go get a ham sandwich? Because I don't see it.
I mean, Big Barney Ross is a smart football dude. I'm not gonna go to war with him on that, but I don't know how it's gonna happen. I mean, Indiana looks like a machine, and maybe that's because I have a lot of respect for Lanning, and I think that he's a good coach out there. But like the Big Ten championship game, right? They played 1-on-1 with Ohio State, who is legitimately got, their first and second stringers are all going to be in the pros. They went out there and it was an ugly game, but they won. I don't understand how they're doing it other than the fact that they're just older, but it's set a lot of the college football world on notice of, oh, wow, the way that we've done it before where we cheated and oversigned kids and lied to kids and said they were going to play, and then all of a sudden they're 3 and 4 year backups, but we have that depth in case there's an injury. Yeah, all that shit is gone. That's part of the reason that Nick Saban's like, you know what? Fuck this. I used to be able to over-recruit and give guys Dodge Chargers and fucking have a first and second string that was awesome. Now I'm going to struggle to keep my first string. No,
well, I'm sure it's extremely hard to juggle a roster and do what they got to do, man. Make those kind of decisions, especially when you never really had to do it before. I mean, it's got to be hard. That's why you see a lot of these teams are going out and getting themselves a general manager.
That's a good point there.
Or head of player development or whatever you want to. Shane Beamer hired one. They call it the head of player development, but it's a general manager. That's all it is.
Steve says every time Lanning plays in the Mercedes-Benz Dome, he gets 50 put on him. Yes, sir. That's something he's got to break.
That's a fact.
That's a fact, Jack. Other NFL games, the Philadelphia Eagles, which they lost to San Francisco today. Another set where San Francisco's running their 5th and 6th string linebackers out there, and they managed to go into Philly and win. I don't like Philadelphia's coach, so goodbye. Sucks to be you. What was the other game? Oh, the Panthers. The Panthers should have beaten the Rams yesterday, but they didn't. And then what was the other game last night? What was the game last night, Jackpot? I cannot remember. I don't even remember what the game was last night. My brain's on fire.
It was
the Bears and the Packers. Yeah, I tried to get that out of my head.
You knew what it was.
Yeah, I tried to forget it, Jackpot, because I was that upset about it. There may have been some Jackpot rant in me last night if at the very end of that game where Green Bay's up 21-3 at the half, 24-3, whatever the fuck it is, and then fucking lose. How the fuck does that happen?
It's your boy there, Caleb. What was it you told me? Fuck Caleb Williams with a cactus. That's what you told me a couple of weeks ago when he led his team on a come-from-behind victory over you people. He said, fuck him with a cactus.
I don't want it with the cactus. I want a pitchfork first. Get that bitch lubed up and then go with the cactus.
Do you think he had "fuck the Bears" painted on his fingernails?
No, because he can't spell fuck the Bears. Fuck the Packers, you mean? He can't spell. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck the Packers, yeah.
It's like, what? Fuck my own team.
No, I don't think said fuck you. Well, that Florida player did that time, remember?
Yeah.
That Instagram post when they were at the first year Sunbelt Billy was there, was given the bird and on Instagram, and he had it above there, fuck this team. And he tried to double back on it and say, oh, I was talking about LSU, bruh. No, you weren't. You were talking about your team because you weren't playing. I don't remember what his name was, but that was funny.
Yeah, fuck this team. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Anyway, I don't know what South Carolina basketball lost yesterday. They should beat Georgia. I mean,
well, they fell apart like the last 5 minutes of the game. I don't know what that Eli Ellis kid was a spark plug for Carolina, and I don't know why Quarters Up waited until there was like 3 minutes left in the game to put him back in. I mean, I guess he had 4 fouls. He wanted to foul out, but I mean, god dang, man. I mean, they're making a run. Well, I mean, when are you gonna? When is it time? I think he's think his seat is whose seat is warmer, his or Beamer's?
Well, I mean, if Gamecock fans were realistic, it should be Shane Beamer. It should be Shane Beamer. The guy should have been fired after this season, to be completely honest with you. But I still think there's a section of Gamecock fans who are like, well, he beats Clemson and he beat Tennessee one year, and we got to keep him for that. But it should be Beamer, but Paris has to be kind of on the hot seat too. I mean, that's, you know.
What about nothing about him coming within 3 points going to the playoffs? No.
Nah, shit. I don't like. You could have
Quarters Up had that one good year, that one really good year where he went to the tournament. And his other 2 years were atrocious. This year doesn't look like. I mean, I don't think it's going to be atrocious. I think they'll win. I think they'll win 5 or 6 SEC games. They get their shit together, but they got to be able to. They got to beat these really good teams.
You can make an argument, Jackpot, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth.
I think Beamer's probably worse than Quarters Up. I think he probably
who's worse of the three? Beamer, Quarter Zip, or your baseball coach? I think your baseball coach.
I'm not giving the baseball coach a pass. His name's Coach Maneri. But I mean, I don't think the guy shouldn't even be in that position anyway. He never should have been hired. He was 3 years out of coaching. That was just, we all know why he was hired. I don't know.
The stuff that came out with him last year, and like
I don't even want to. I just want the other two to battle it out. I don't think that it's fair to judge that old man. He'll probably be gone after this year.
You think it's senior citizen abuse to pick at him, Jackpot?
Yeah, it's kind of like the deal with Joe Biden when they were saying the Democrats and that it was elder abuse that they were keeping him in that race before they finally had him step out of it. That it was elder abuse. Remember, people were saying that. Yes, kind of the same deal. I think Beamer may be worse than Quarters Up. I really do.
You could have by the time we
just predicated off fact. Quarters Up's just not as stupid. I mean, he's not a crybaby, at least.
Is it fair to say that by today is January 11th, 2026? We're doing this show January 11th, 2027. You could have a new football coach, a new baseball coach, and a new basketball coach. You could have all 3 new ones. I don't think it's that far-fetched.
I would be willing to bet you that don't happen, but
which one do you think's staying? If you're gonna bet me that's not gonna happen, you got to pick one.
Because I think he's going to actually have a decent year, Shane Beamer.
Okay.
I think he'll have a decent year. He'll win 7 or 8 games, and they'll keep him around. They'll keep him around, and then he'll have a horrible year, and then finally get gone. He'll be about 7 years in. He'll get about 7 seasons.
I think that for South Carolina's football program to be considered relevant, they're going to have to get rid of this guy.
Well, so, I do too, and you know,
and I'm not just like as a Clemson fan. I'm just saying, and we've talked about this before. I live in Columbia. The world is better when South Carolina is good at football. People are happier. They spend more money. The economy's better. So I'm all about, hey, you motherfuckers go out there.
It's the same way up here.
Yeah. Go out there and go.
Same way up here. It was like, I mean, there was I didn't do as good this year during the football season. I'm not lying. I didn't do as good during the football season. I have a public store that I work that does $1 million a week in sales. It does $1 million a week. And it's about 20 minutes from Clemson. Well, last year, 2024 or whatever, man, I was knocking it down and the door with my chip sales in there during football season, especially on Saturdays. Now, past season, it just wasn't. I mean, it was like, I don't know, just like going through the motions. You could tell the Taters were sad.
I think Mr. Boogie, I don't know if he's saying it's either one way or the other. He's talking about with Clemson if the economy is better in the upstate. if you're saying that Clemson's going to fire
What's up, Squid Tard?
all three of their coaches, I'd find that hard to believe. Bitches, back bitch, as Jackpot calls him. He's doing pretty well.
Oh God, fuck that guy. I'd hire Brad Brownell to come coach our basketball team. I'd take that.
Brownell's doing pretty good up there at Clemson, and Dabo Swinney's not going anywhere. But anyway, yeah. So there you go. Let's open up the phones here. There's a former Clemson player. Somebody posted this today. I think it's E.J. Miller. I can't remember, but he's number 7 for Indiana that was there when he's one of those older guys that he actually played when Trevor Lawrence was at Clemson. That was like 5 years ago.
That was like the COVID year was his last season.
Mm-hmm.
E.J. Williams was his name.
Really? That's right. Ding, ding, ding.
Jesus Christ. One of them is still around?
Yeah, he's playing for Indiana right now.
Lord.
That's what I'm saying. You got
30?
grown-ass men playing out there. So
he's 30, man. That guy.
It's just funny when you see that. And I'm not saying, oh, he's close. I think it's funny that I'm making the reference because
my guy ain't got Gatorade in his bottle. I put Ensure in that. Maybe
so, but it's like, I mean, literally, Trevor Lawrence just finished up his 5th year in the pros, I think is what it boils down to. And this guy's still playing.
He went to the same high school as Justin. He probably went to high school with Justin Ross. He's that damn old. Did you see the Gamecock wide receiver Brian Rowe, that kid that transferred out? He committed to UCLA. It's like that's kind of nuts. He's from North Carolina. Heading to the West Coast.
Says so. Jackpot lives near Clemson, and I live in Columbia. I do. So there's that. Let's see here.
Yeah, Rob lives off of Clemson Road, which is crazy.
I live off of Clemson Road. That's where I live. Yeah. There's the link. If you would like to join the show, please have at it.
Yeah, Vandravius Jacobs, he committed to Miami. He'll probably be pretty good down there. Well, here's the thing I don't get. I heard the rumor was Vandravius Jacobs left South Carolina because he just didn't like Lenore Sellers as a quarterback. Which I get that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Lenore don't throw a catchable ball, or
right.
Maybe he doesn't like it.
He throws rockets. You know what I'm saying? Like he throws it too hard.
Yeah, he's not throwing catchable balls, or maybe he doesn't like it because he takes off running too much, and this kid has to block downfield, or I mean, who knows? But he's left. He's going to go to Miami. Oh hell, they don't know who their quarterback is going to be next year. So, the fuck.
Hey, Sven, welcome to the program. I had a conversation with someone about you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Here's I won't tell you who sent me this, but the conversation was Kentucky basketball beat Mid-State Recycling 92-68. Sven probably shit himself.
Yeah, it was Barney.
Belt the ass.
It was Barney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
Yeah, I don't know, buddy.
I told him he made a video, and I told him that Kentucky plays Mississippi State. But to be honest, Kentucky basketball is dead. They are just bad. I mean, if you have problems at home against freaking Mississippi State, who was 4-5 5 weeks ago in non-conference play, and you are Kentucky, you are a blue blood, and you have problems. You spent $25 million on this basketball team, and you have problems with freaking Mississippi State. You are dead. There is no chance in hell they are going to a Final Four. No chance in hell. They are just bad, terrible, absolute horrible. I saw this game.
I think our coach is a goof.
Now,
as much of a basketball school as Kentucky is supposed to be, they hadn't been in the Final Four in like 15 years.
Kentucky's not bad at baseball. I mean, they were pretty good at baseball.
They were good 2 years ago. They tied the SEC title, and last year they were not that good. Anyway, why I'm here, guys, Poor Miami. They get their ass beat by a team and a coach who did something what never was done in 135 years. He took over, Signetti, the worst team in NCAA history, with 25 transfers from James Madison. He had last year 3 4-stars, and this year he has 6 4-stars. No 5-star, 6 4-stars, and 3 of them doesn't even play. So he plays with 3 4-stars. Oregon has 67 of them, 4 and 5-star.
Cool.
Ohio State has near 80 of them, and they beat all them else. Kurt Signetti is the best coach in college football history. He tops Saban, he tops Kirby, he tops in a 2-year stop, not overall. In a 2-year span, he made the greatest turnaround ever.
He hasn't won a title yet, sir.
Yes,
you can't call him the greatest ever when he hasn't won a title yet. Today he's not won a title. Now he's got a hell of a team, but he hasn't won anything yet.
No, I said he made the greatest turnaround. He's in this regard. He's not at Saban's level with titles or Bill Bryant or Bobby Bowden or whatever. So
I would be willing to go out there and say in the NIL and transfer portal era, I would say he is right below Kirby Smart as far as the best coach in the NIL transfer portal.
Well, he's got 2 losses in 2 years. Indiana. He lost Notre Dame in the final last year, and he lost to Ohio State, who won the national title. So those were his 2 losses, 2 seasons. So
yes,
that's pretty good.
And Miami will not beat them. There's no way.
Well,
44-17.
What happens?
Indiana.
And I'm just throwing out something here, and we'll take everybody's comments on this if you want to join the program.
What
happens if Miami wins? I'm just saying. I think that Indiana's gonna win, but what happens if Miami wins? Then do we feel the same way about that? Then it comes down to where it's like you won the national title and you lost to a team 7.5 point favorite over.
Yeah, and I mean, Nick Saban took over Alabama. Alabama was not on Indiana level. Kirby Smart took over a Georgia team from Mark Richt, who won 10 games in their sleep.
Right, but he hasn't.
So,
he's
Indiana won 2 games in their sleep,
right.
maximum 2 games.
Big Ten title, and as of right now, he's not won a national title.
Yeah.
So to say that he's like the second coming of everything I think it's a little early, sir.
He is. I mean, he beat Alabama in Saban style I never saw before. These guys made 1 penalty and yesterday 3. I mean, did you saw when the
Dabo Sweeney Alabama by 28 points, and Alabama had, I think, what was it? Quinnen Williams on the defensive line. They had Tua, Hurts, and Mac Jones as quarterbacks. We've seen Alabama get housed before. Just because they housed Alabama doesn't mean that he's the greatest.
No, what I mean is they make no mistakes. Absolutely no mistakes, and they are ruthless.
That's a fair statement. I'll go
this
with that.
This is Saban style. And the 2008-2009 Alabama teams were recruited by Signetti, Julio Jones, and these guys. So, I mean, I hope they win. I mean, who likes Miami outside of Slim Shady Kane? Nobody. They have 50 people in the stands, and I can guarantee you,
they don't
80%.
Hey, they showed up for that Texas A&M game.
I don't think that Well, except when I went to Kroger tonight and I saw somebody with an Indiana hat on. I've never really met an Indiana fan. So there's that.
Lou has one in his chat. He had one, and now there are hundreds of them.
Lou probably made them up with AI.
No. This guy was around for some years.
I'm picking.
And
I met a bunch of them back when I was married the first time. My ex-wife, they had family members from Indiana.
Yeah.
And
so
she was actually born there, and I went up there a couple of times. But at the time, I mean, they were just all about basketball. I mean, yeah.
Big Bonnie
and
Ross.
the second point, the last point.
Kirk Signetti becomes Brian Kelly. Yes, sir. That's a fair statement. Anyway, go ahead.
And the last point. Kiffin needs a quarterback. And there is a guy from Western Missouri. I mean, he brought in Chambliss from Ferry State or what was it?
Yes.
And this guy, I looked it up. He had 3,500 yards. He had 35 touchdowns and 3 interceptions or something like that. I mean, he will not get any good quarterback. Huh? So I look up his name.
Wait a minute. Hold on. All right. I'm not going to argue with you on that, Siobhan. He's been able to get quarterbacks wherever he's went. And he's got all the money in the world at LSU. Someone will play quarterback for Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, who?
His first year at Ole Miss, he had that kid, the beach bum. I can't remember what his name was, but he tore South Carolina a new one in that game. What was his name?
God, I can't remember.
He had the black face paint here. He was from Ventura, California. I remember that. Matt Corral, that was his name.
Matt Corral.
Yeah,
he's a backup in the NFL.
Good quarterback, though. I mean, he
Corral was a good quarterback.
It reminded me of Charlie Whitehurst for some reason. Fucking bastard.
I mean, I looked it up today, and there is a kid in the FCS. He plays for Missouri State or Western. No, he plays for Western Carolina.
The Catamounts.
And I mean, if you threw for 3,800 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, give him a try.
Yeah, Western Carolina's head coach used to be quarterback for the Florida Gators back in the 1980s, Kerwin Bell. They were putting a ton of points up on the board.
Yeah.
Problem was they were giving up about 40 a game because they couldn't play defense. Kind of like some other team I know that's not far from Western Carolina.
So anyway, guys,
who might that be?
Quarterback, good, but he's 5'9". Yes, sir.
By the way, Mr. Sanders, put a little bit of respect on Mr. Manieri's name. He's a national champion.
He hasn't won shit here.
When was the last time Clemson won anything in baseball? 1855.
I don't know damn what he's won. How many national championships? He comes here and won't win a.
He's an old man. He should retire.
He comes here and doesn't win an SEC series again. He's getting fired.
Yeah, he should retire.
This guy gave up a 9-run fucking 9th inning with 2 grand slams.
That was to Texas A&M too, wasn't it? What is South Carolina's problem with collapsing against Texas A&M?
Well, I don't know, but the whole point is that I can't respect a guy who was ran off from LSU. If you follow that stuff, he was ran off from LSU, even though he won the national titles there. But then he comes here in his first season, and then he has that game with A&M and completely ruin that kid. That kid's going to have some kind of therapy session to figure out how to go back out there on the mound because this guy destroyed that kid. So, no, I will not respect what he's done here. He has been terrible. absolutely terrible. It's like me asking me to respect Les Miles up at fucking Kansas because he won a national title at LSU. It's not the same, sir. It's not the same at all.
But he's an old man. He should retire. How old is he? 74?
Too fucking old. Too old. I don't know how old he is.
Yeah. Guys, that's all I have. I wish you a nice week. And 44-17 Indiana.
Very good. Squidtard, welcome to the program, sir.
Good day, fellas. Finally made it to one of y'all's
We were
lives.
talking about you a couple of days ago about how you were interviewing old Booger Pot in the fucking parking lot wearing a mustard bottle suit. I remember that. It's good stuff.
Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, no, he blocked me a long time ago, so I don't know what he's up to. But yeah, no, that was
Well, he
fun,
blocks everybody because he wants to live in a vacuum.
He blocked you? Good Lord.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. He blocked you. It's pretty sad.
Yeah. I don't know why either, and there was no explanation for it. I just one day, I was linked to a tweet by him, and then I go and look at it, and then I come to find out it just says Boogie Bentley has blocked you. Like,
can you imagine living in a world where you just block people that don't get along with you? I don't like the way that you think about college football, so I'm going to block you because I am so fucking simple. What a fucking dope. What a dope. I'll put that on the program right now. Booger Pot, wherever the fuck you are, we can debate college sports all day long. I will fucking trash you and all of your listeners in one fucking setting. You want to put that together, I'll be happy to do that. Wherever you want to go, man. That guy, he needs to be put in his place. And
Lord, look.
Debate jacket.
I got the same treatment. I have the same rude treatment there.
What a fuck.
He must have, because I heard he blocked I put out a tweet a long time ago when I first went to see him, talking about how he, you and Boogie were gonna fight or something. And I think
his
that's
new name.
Jackpot
called him Boogie Pot. I'm calling him Boogie Bitch because that's what he is. When you block people, you're a bitch. If you want to unblock me and unblock Jackpot, you can send us a message. Jackpot's at _Hall Kale, I think. That's your Twitter handle, right? I can't remember. I'm at Rob Sounds Good. Feel free to reach out to me, and we'll set up this nice little debate, and I'll make you look fucking stupid. I'll make you look like Vanderbilt made you look this season in football. Wipe Diego Pavia's nuts on your chin.
Unnecessary stray towards my direction, but I mean,
that wasn't
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It would be some quality entertainment.
It would be. I would slap that motherfucker around. He quit YouTube when I was done with him.
Well, I remember when Sports Talk Jay and Jackpot did their debate. I think it was on BVD's channel, and that was great.
But that was one-sided. Right, that was on Rec Talk's channel.
Oh, Rec Talk. That's it.
Yeah, that was this. That was this before this season. Yeah,
there were two of them. I think you guys did another. I think that might have been with Boogie.
I was on BVD's channel one time, and Sports Talk Jay was on there, but we didn't debate anything. I wasn't really going at it with him at that point.
Well, then the whole talk, like I watched that whole debate thing that Jackpot did. Jackpot handed him his ass. He hit him with fact after fact after fact. And there were still people that were like, oh, well, Sports Talk Jay won this thing. I'm like, what the fuck were you watching?
I remember watching it. I thought it was a pretty close competition. Both were spitting facts.
It wasn't even close. It was terrible.
Yeah, I had a lot of people get on my ass after that was over because I wasn't mean enough to him.
Well, I thought you could have been a little more.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get a big to do here over it. This is.
No, give you credit where credit's due. Most of those debates usually end in screaming matches. Here on YouTube, every time that happens, it's always somebody else calling somebody an asshole. But you both were very respectful to each other. You had a very calm, professional debate, and I was a little surprised by that.
Big Barney Ross says Jackpot won. VicTube says Jackpot won. Yes. Imagine being named after mucus. Yes. Look, that shit bugs me, but whatever. I know what about old Booger Pot though. You can don't go on your channel like a cunt whore and then just run your mouth about me. I've laid down the challenge here, sir. It's really simple. I'm not going to watch your channel to accept the invitation. You just go to Twitter, which you're great at. We know you know how to block people. Just go click at Rob Sounds Good, send me a message, and we'll chat. That's how that'll work. But anyway.
Under the concept this is going to be a neutral debate, which channel is this going to take place on? We're going to do it on Rec Talk again?
I'm not going to do it on his channel because fuck him. I'm not going to do things where he can hold up his 1099s. I got my 1099s. We're going to staple them up here, my 1099s. No,
if that needs to happen, it needs to happen on some sort of different neutral channel. Because if you do it on either one, then either that person has all the power.
I'd do it on Rec Talk's channel too. I'd probably. But I mean, I'd shred that fucking guy. Just fucking, I would shred that dude. It wouldn't even be close with the bullshit he puts out there. So, anyway.
Either way, it would make up for some quality entertainment.
Maybe we'll do that like in June when we're fucking bored. I don't know. What do you have for the show tonight there, Squid?
Well, y'all are doing predictions on the national championship.
Sure.
Thought I'd put in my 2 cents. You know, it's going to be interesting with Miami. They're going to be hearing all week long going into next Monday, about how they don't stand a chance in this game. Because that's all the sports analysts are going to say. Nobody's giving them a chance in this one because of how the two teams played. Nobody. None of the analysts, even Paul Feinbaum, they're all going to be praising Indiana as if they're going to absolutely stomp the shit out of Miami. And I think they are. That team is,
yeah, it's like usually things don't turn out like that when everybody's predicting stuff to go a certain way, but this is one of those cases where I think it does.
Yeah, no, I'm not convinced.
I can make an argument. I'll make the argument for Miami here, okay? Miami, in my opinion, has 4 guys on that in their defensive line / linebackers that are projected to be first-round picks. You can make an argument that this will be the best defense that they've seen all season, maybe behind Ohio State. All right, and I think that Miami's patient enough in their run game where they're going to just keep running and keep grinding, and maybe they'll keep it close in the fourth quarter. Not saying that they will, but we'll see. Maybe that's the argument for Miami. Just make it dirty, keep it close in the fourth quarter, and hope that they hiccup. That will be the way that I think
Indiana's been. I think they have. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they got a top 5 running defense in the country. They are incredible up front. They do a lot of different designed blitzes and ran a whole bunch of random shit that you've never seen before with this Indiana team. And to me, the key of beating Miami at this point is shut down the run game and force Carson Beck to throw. Because I'm telling you what, yes, he did run into the end zone for that final play, but I still do not trust Carson Beck when he has to throw in the clutch.
He still looks like a fucking alien to me. I'm just saying.
He's lost more games than he's won in the clutch. It's just the reality of the situation. Through 2 game-losing interceptions.
There were probably some pretty fine-ass Georgia co-eds that had to fuck him because he was the Georgia quarterback, but they were thinking, my God, this guy looks like a fucking alien. That had to be a conversation that was out there.
Oh, that's been known.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was fucking that gymnast at Miami. Was he a gymnast or whatever? He was fucking out. I'm like, how does this bitch lay down and screw that guy?
She was a girls' basketball player, wasn't she?
Whatever. She looked hot. She was hot, and then fucking this guy. What are we doing here?
Well, you think the Lamborghini was driving might have had something to do with that?
A little bit, just a tiny bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Maybe something about all the cash he was getting.
Why don't we pull some money together and we'll get Jackpot a Lamborghini and see what kind of let Jackpot do some trolling with a Lamborghini. You get some hot bitches with that Lamborghini, Jackpot.
Well, how do you think?
Oh, I could pull snatch driving a Gremlin.
How do you think Bill Belichick was? How do you think Bill Belichick was able to land a 24-year-old model? I mean, think about it that way. That absolute fossil in a relationship with
Jackpot pulling snatch in a Gremlin. Shit. That's a lot of the night, Jackpot. You win.
Didn't they drive a gremlin on Wayne's World? Wasn't that a
Doesn't
gremlin?
matter. If there's a gremlin, Jackpot was pulling snow with it.
Dustin down there says Jackpot needs to cut a 90s WCW promo calling out Sports Talk J.
Nah.
I don't know. I got a 90s WCW promo. Who is this, Rob? Who said this? You send one of ours to the hospital. We're sending one of yours to the morgue.
Ron Anderson.
Yep.
By the way, I have a trivia question tonight, Jackpot, for everyone that's listening. Can you name the current NFL coach who has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson?
Jim Harbaugh.
That's it. I looked that up. Somebody gave me that the other day. Jim Harbaugh has more yards rushing than Bo Jackson does in the NFL.
Well, Bo Jackson got his hip tore out of his body. He was probably well on his way to die.
Bo Jackson didn't play but a year or two, did he?
Didn't play a lot, no.
No. Still, that's a good stat, though.
He got hit. He's like, I'm sticking to baseball, basically.
By the way,
hey,
Jackpot, I
remember who it was. I just thought that was a cool question. I don't remember who that was.
I see Shivers entered the transfer portal, Jackpot. It's kind of like the coaching staff. I told my wife this. It's like the coaching staff said, we're going to fire the offensive line coach. Once that's done, we're going to tell all the offensive line players to go somewhere else. That's what it seems like.
Pretty much.
Like a total reset. Reset. Just totally. So.
Are you talking about with South Carolina?
Yeah. They've had 10 or 11 offensive linemen go. My uncles who are South Carolina fans, I'm not
trying to throw shade at them, but I mean, there were probably meetings that were had that were like, fuck these guys.
Probably.
Well, here's my thing. I mean, the coach that we're bringing in to coach the offensive line is supposed to be really good. He's been coaching for 40 years. Excuse me. His first year in coaching was 1986. So you can't tell me, though, of all those kids, you can't tell me that there's not one or two of them who had some talent that needed some coaching that could have been developed into a decent line. You can't tell me that.
Josiah Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying I just think it's a bad look that to run every single one of them off. And Josiah Thompson was a Gamecock fan since he was a kid.
Yeah,
he was a homegrown kid. He was almost a 4 or 5 star, whatever you want to call it, from Dillon High School, where the coach is a Gamecock fan. They're all Gamecock people. And I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a good look to me.
A lot of your offensive problems just seem like a cataclysm of the failure that was Mike Shula in my eyes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Beyond everything else, that was one of the biggest problems.
Well, but to be fair, I mean, they've had issues with the offensive line before Shula too.
Well, yeah, but when Dowell Loggins was there, he was running a system where he knew that they were going to have issues, and I don't know. He was able to do. They were able to run some things that kind of masked those failures.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also Loggins let players.
You're right about that, because Loggins did a lot of misdirection stuff where you would line up one way and then go the other, and he did
some of that eye candy.
Yeah, but it worked.
Or that Vanderbilt shit.
And then what about the Sellers run game? They kind of did a lot more.
Loggins let him run. Loggins let him play his game. Seems like he was handicapped last year, or he was running. Right.
The best drive that I saw them have all season long was the first drive of the first fucking game.
Yeah. Virginia Tech game.
That was Mm-hmm. I mean, it was the best drive I saw them have all year long. After that, it was absolute shitsville.
Well, yeah, the first drive can be a little deceiving. Indiana's season started out with giving up a 75-yard touchdown to Old Dominion, so
I can't believe
it can happen.
My wife is from Bloomington. She's on her and her family's on cloud 9. Even they're like, her dad's like in his 70s or 80s. He's like, all I remember my whole life is Indiana losing in football. Mm-hmm. In 2 years, this guy has made them 15-0, number one team in the country, with a whole bunch of players that left other schools.
It's probably the greatest turnaround in college football history. And it gotta
Chris
be.
tells what happened to Josiah over there. Yeah, see, yeah, you heard that from me. I'm the one that told you that on the YouTube video.
I mean, even with Clemson in the teens, it took us 4 or 5 years to start getting up to the point. I mean, now it's all going to shit. But yeah, I agree with you. He's turned around that team so fast. Crazy.
Now,
By the way,
a lot of
Clemson's
it.
their 10th their 10th transfer portal player today. I don't know if it's going to work or not. They got one guy on offense, which is Chris Johnson Jr., who was the SMU tailback, ran for like 570 yards or something last year, was a former Miami commit. He may end up being good. He may not. But they got 9 guys on the defensive side. I'm like, holy fuck with all that. I mean,
who's going to be our quarterback though, Rob?
Christopher Vizina.
I was asking, what are you doing, TRD? Fuck, doesn't matter at this point. Just roll anybody out.
I thought Christopher Verizon hit the portal.
If we would have got a portal quarterback, he'd have been gone.
I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. I mean, I think it's going to be Vicina, but
it will. Yeah.
Heard rumors y'all might have been picking up Bo Pribula, but I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Bo Pribula.
TRD, do you have a chew in?
Quarterback from Missouri.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Look like what you got? Levi Garrett, plug. You got a whole damn pack in there.
Skull berry blend pouches.
Oh, okay. You're dipping.
Yes.
Right. Well, I've got.
It looks like it's chewing tobacco.
My wife says that all the time. Yeah, I know.
I got to move some guys on and move some guys off, but Squid Tard, you're always welcome, sir. I appreciate your stuff, man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me on, good sir. I will take my leave now and skedaddle on out of here. Y'all take care.
Thank you, buddy. Keith said Jackpot, South Carolina had another offensive tackle hit the portal, Jatavius Shivers. Yeah.
Later, guys.
I'm sure that all these kids that they've brought in there had something to do with that.
Jordan, what's up, buddy?
What's happening, man? How y'all doing tonight?
What's up, Jordan?
Show, sir.
Good.
Hey,
good
I'll
to
be
see
in
you, TRD.
I'll be in Sumter February 12th.
Yeah, I got your text you sent me the other day. I wasn't going to blurt it out loud on here, but yeah, I got it.
Yeah, all right.
But anyway,
They're in model underwear.
I want to tell y'all something.
Maybe.
Trust, believe, and receive what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Shane Beamer is a lame duck coach. Okay. Shane Beamer did not hire Kendall Browse.
You think?
Did not he hired Kendall Browse. Shane Beamer is a joke. But
Well,
Shane
that makes a
Beamer
lot of
also
sense.
Respectfully, you could have listened to this program, I don't know, in August, and I would have told you that. But
well, I mean, and that's fine. That's fine. But I'm just telling you what I know. Donati hired Kendall Browse and Clem, Mr. Clements. That's how that all came about. Shane Beamer is there for one reason only. And I've been telling y'all this since the day he got hired. He is the number one fundraiser as a head football coach that South Carolina has ever had. And there's so many players that are players and people and supporters and fans and donors that love him because he can beat Clemson every other year. And he beat Tennessee one damn time, which I think is asinine. It is completely asinine. But those are facts. And right now, what you see with the offensive line, what you see with that.
If he goes 5-7 next year, are these people still going to give money? I mean,
shit. Rob, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
My daddy is. I'm not going to lie because my daddy loves the game.
Then y'all are just set up for failure. Like that, there's no hope for that program.
But
you think there's more money rolling in now than there was when
they sell out every game?
Absolutely.
They're not going to
Well,
quit
I mean,
going
I
no
know
matter.
there
South
is
Carolina
because
fans are very
of
loyal. They
there
sell
is
out
because
every
of
game.
inflation.
No, there is in general.
Okay. So there's like more people donating.
Like the Blanchard deal where they've got like their logo on the field. There's stuff like that. There's different ways that they're getting money now. So I mean, I can definitely see that. But I'm just saying that if they keep Shane Beamer because he raises money, but the team goes 5-7, then if they go 5-7 next season,
if they end up 5-7, he won't make it through the year.
Rob, think about it this way: the new head coach is on staff. He has been hired by the athletic director. The new head coach has already been hired.
Well, then respectfully, the athletic director should have had a set of nuts and said, you know what? This guy's a fucking failure, and we're going to bring
have a set of nuts, brother, but you ain't got the $4 or $5 million a year that people are giving, and you're not sitting on the board of trustees that give $10 and $12 million a year. So the man's nuts can only hang so far for somebody close.
But I know big time Golden Spur folks that give money that are tired of Shane Beamer shit. So let's not just go on this whim that it's just money. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
You can buy it or leave it alone, but those are facts.
He does a good job of getting the common man.
My uncles, I had
a
conversation with them the other day. They're both South Carolina graduates.
Hold on, Jackpot. What do you mean by that, sir? I don't understand. What do you mean?
It just seems like he's done a good job of just drumming up interest in the program, just amongst just ordinary everyday people. I'm not talking about your big money types.
Correct. He is very open, even though he puts his foot in his mouth. He's very open. I'm telling you, if you ever meet him in person, I've met him numerous times. You ever meet him in person, the nicest guy you ever met. Now, and I will say this: you ever meet Steve Spurrier in person, you walk away and say he's an asshole.
Yeah, but he won games.
I could see that.
That's the difference. You know what I mean? One is a political politician. The other one is, I don't give a shit what you think about me. I'm going to win football games. You know?
I think everybody needs an asshole on their staff, period.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But Kendall Briles, I'm telling you right now, y'all mark it now on January 11th, 2026, that the deal maker told y'all when Shane Beamer gets ousted, Kendall Briles is your new head coach of South Carolina Gamecock.
So what if Kendall Briles is the head of that offense and they go 5-7 and they finish 10th in the conference in offense? Are they still going to hire him?
He came here for a reason, sir. Maybe it's for the experience to take a job somewhere else. I don't know, but he is here for a reason.
You're saying the chances of him being the head coach are pretty high right now. The next head coach.
Correct.
I cool. You can have your opinion on that, and that's fine. I think that if South Carolina fans think that Beamer's just going to be here because he raises money, if that's the reason that he's there, you're already fucked as a program, and there's not.
I'm not saying other fans think that. I'm telling you what I think, and the knowledge that I have. Sure. That's why he's there, because you have so many fans like Peckerhead. Peckerhead to get on here and swear up and down we're gonna be undefeated next year. Now, who in the hell believes that shit?
Don't even talk. Hey, I said Clemson was
Tinian says the same shit. What do I mean?
So Peckerhead said losing Vandravius Jacobs wasn't anything. It was not a big deal.
Yeah,
but there's so many fans, Rob. You said it earlier. There's so many fans.
He's also the guy that said that Rocket Sanders losing him, no fucking big deal. We're gonna get this kid from Utah State, and he's gonna replace Rocket Sanders.
But Rob, I want you to understand something. You were talking about a team. I know you covered this team. You live right there in Columbia. You're talking about a team that's never won a damn thing. So these fans are delusional. And listen, they're my people. They are my people.
Wait a minute, but okay.
They are my people. What the hell do we have to talk about? How can I argue with you against Clemson? How can I literally argue with you? I cannot.
Well, at this up until about 10 days ago, you could make the argument that Dabo Swinney's not using the transfer portal. You could go with that, and that would work.
Okay, so, no, I'm talking about X's and O's and Jimmy's and Joe's. How can I argue with you? Transfer portal, yeah, so be it.
Or Dabo's keeping coaches that have no damn business coaching at Clemson. You could still make that argument.
Well, you know what? Shane Beamer kept an offensive line coach, and then he got sick and promoted his damn assistant, and we ain't had an offensive line that could block for a damn quarterback in 5 years.
Yeah.
Who's the who coached the offensive line at Carolina the last year Boom was there?
All right, fellas, I'm going to get out of here. Love you guys. Good you guys.
Wasn't it
Wolford?
Boom was there?
Yeah, was it Eric Wolford?
Wolford. It was Wolford.
Yeah.
That was he left. He went to Kentucky, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on here and talk to y'all fellas. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, y'all. I hope your New Year is great, and I hope blessings are provided and graced upon everybody.
Yes, sir.
Sir, have a good day.
You too. Thank y'all.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
There you go. Jordan joining us here on the program. I don't agree with what Jordan said. Jordan's entitled to his opinion, but I don't agree with what he said. I think we agree on the point that they're keeping him because of Clemson, the Clemson wins and the Tennessee wins. I think we're on board with that.
It's not because he beat Clemson and Tennessee. They're keeping him because they know they have to blow the whole program up if they fire him. He'll lose everybody. You wouldn't have a Dylan Stewart back. You wouldn't have Lenora Sellers back. None of those guys would still be around. So, yeah. I mean, what do you do? It's either, you got to decide, you got what is it? A bird in the hand's worth two in the bush, I guess.
Well, it's better to have the devil you know than the devil you don't, because you could bring another coach in here and they may not be able to do as well on some things as Beamer has done. Maybe that's part of it too. I don't know. I don't
think they could make TikToks like Shane Beamer does.
Damn it. I got nothing. But anyway, I think the South Carolina's program is stuck in neutral until Beamer moves on. It's just the way that I feel. He hasn't done, he's had losing seasons 2 out of the last 3 years. He's 8 games under 500 in conference play after 5 years of SEC play. If that's
and this past season, there was no excuse for it. There was no excuse for it.
There wasn't. I mean, you had good players on that team, Jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
And
luckily, they're going to have most of them back next year. Somehow or another.
Jackpot, let's see here. Sports World says at best, South Carolina would have been the 5th best job. So logistically, it didn't make sense to fire him this year.
That's not true.
I'm telling you, it will work. Beamer is a great special team.
South Carolina's a better job than Arkansas. South Carolina's a better job than Auburn. I can make the argument that South Carolina's a better job than Florida, but nobody will believe me, but they are.
Is it a better job than Ole Miss?
No.
Okay.
Just because of what Ole Miss has got right now. Florida, you talk about being – you talk about a dead program. Come on.
Spank Mapleton says it's better than being in reverse up at Clemson. That's a fair statement.
And at Florida, you're down here, you're recruiting against Miami, you're recruiting against Florida State, you're recruiting to some degree against Georgia. Everybody in the world comes to Miami or comes to Florida looking for high school talent. In South Carolina, you're basically recruiting against Clemson and Georgia to some degree.
KDJ says South Carolina is a better job than a place that's won national titles before. Well, Yale's won national titles.
Is South Carolina a better program than Princeton? Princeton won a national championship too.
Georgia Tech has a national championship, the split national title.
Exactly.
Where the program is at now, and I think Florida's at shit right now. So it used to be about facilities and everything else, and Florida had at one point one of the lower level facilities in the conference.
They probably still do. That stadium's a dump. Is South Carolina a better job than Coastal? No, not Coastal.
Now we're getting to be stupid here. Anyway, Lowdown Get Down says Auburn has recently won, guys. That's not the same thing.
Recently won what?
A national title?
What, 15, 20 years ago? Hell, Clemson's won 2 recently, more than that.
I think that South Carolina, if we're being honest,
when I put those two side by side, I think of Clemson as a way better program than Auburn. I just see them as an afterthought. Maybe Alex Golesh should get it turned around.
I don't know. We'll see. we're going with where they're at now, though, I mean, I think South Carolina is like really a program that has the capability and the money, in my opinion, to be really good, but for some reason they just haven't. And last year's team really was a good team. If you just look at it from just a talent perspective, with the guys that they had, the fact they went 5-7, I mean, and it doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't make any sense at all. Cole says if Dabo fired, if Clemson has another bad year, I don't think that'll work, to be honest with you.
Beamer might be available. What? Yeah. I think Clemson might sooner shut their program down than to hire that dumbass.
I think that people would line up to go and coach at Clemson too. But to be
Dennis
fair,
says, but all you couch coaches didn't see Miami and the Natty coming. I sure didn't. I mean, I wouldn't have predicted that. So
I would not have predicted it because I would have thought that, I don't
guilty
know.
as charged.
I didn't believe that a team that couldn't qualify to go play for the ACC championship game in Charlotte was going to be in line to win the national title. So, yeah, nobody thought that, sir.
Tripp says jackpot under the weather tonight. Yeah, I recently found out I have AIDS. No, I'm just trying to be quiet. My son's in there trying to sleep.
Don't want to mess up your son. But anyway, no, it's I think if Sweeney goes, then I mean there'll be people to coach there. But the one thing that South Carolina has is the fact that they're an SEC program and they've got SEC money. So there you go. I think that's a big drawing point for any coach. So, all right, jackpot. What else? I updated the bowl standings, the bowl pick'em challenge standings. Let's talk about that.
We got a tie. We got a tie for first place.
There is a tie for first place. I'm looking at the standings right now. Hold on, stand by.
Michael Gentry, and there's somebody else. Michael Gentry is a Frito-Lay tater chip man. How about that?
So Michael Gentry and William Steve Taylor are tied at 24. I have 23.
He's got two first names.
Yeah. Big Barney Ross has
actually three first names if you count Taylor.
That's true. And Christian Young has 22. Here's the deal. The form is up. I just posted it earlier. There are, since we have it so close here and we give prize to first, second, and third place, we have some tiebreakers here. So the first will obviously be the spread on the game, which is at 7.5. All right, so you'll pick that first. Then the first tiebreaker will be total points. So whoever's got the closest total points for both teams, that'll be the first tiebreaker. And then if we have to go to a second tiebreaker, it'll be the first half, which has Indiana's a 4.5-point favorite. Pick all three of them, and then that way we can make a clear, concise winner. And we'll crown that champion next Monday night during the national title game. So that's that. Does that sound good, Jackpot?
Sounds like a plan, Stan. This Chargers Patriots game looks boring as fuck.
It is 6-3. Yeah,
that's Pecker. Is that why Peckerhead's not watching tonight?
Either that or he's at a stag show.
He's too busy watching New England and San Diego fart around a damn football field and see who's worse.
Joey Metcalf, welcome to the program, says unpopular opinion, national championship will be boring. Indiana's going to blow out the cocaine Cowboys. That is what everybody's going to tell you.
I can't disagree with that.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's that. Jackpot, do you have anything else you want to put out there before we wrap it up this evening?
No, I don't.
All right, well, we've had a good show. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you later on.